Yes, guy here, and today we're talking about Xbox, but in a weird way, this might be the last Xbox video.
Airbox, how could you do this to me, Airbox? Dreamcast guy went as far to say that this will be his last Xbox is dead video. And you know what? I kind of hope so because to be honest, we kind of getting tired of it, man. We know you're still trying to keep the AC on low, but man, the way that you guys go off on rumors without having anything be confirmed just shows you that you people ain't nothing but a bunch of fear mongers, you know. But let's hear what you got to say about all this, Dream.
Because last night, a bunch of different leakers
Here we
started
go.
sort of breaking a very big story. There was one, then another, then they all started to verify these.
Here we go again. Another rumor. The future of Xbox is software publishing as next console generation faces doubts. It said it's a rumor, man. Take that with a grain of salt. Ain't none of this confirming, and yet for some reason, you ponies ain't holding on to your horses.
And stuff, but apparently this is actually the end of Xbox.
You sure? Because you said this over 1,000 times, man, and I'm telling you, people getting tired of it. I mean, at this point, I really do hope Xbox is dead, because if you make another video saying that they're dead again, then we're gonna have to start considering what's really going on here, man. Are you people just grifting? Like, why are you guys continuing to push out this type of content? Because to be honest with you, to me, it's very disingenuous.
A couple months back, there was a strange video that popped up from Xbox themselves talking about their partnership for next-gen Xbox, saying instead of waiting for the PlayStation 6, instead of getting outcompeted by the Nintendo Switch 2, they said, we're getting a head start. And essentially what it sounded like is not only is the next Xbox about to enter full-blown development, maybe even production, but the talk was that this next-gen Xbox, it was here to try to be out maybe by next year, maybe by late 2020.
So you guys want to come with this bad news to essentially kill people's anticipation? I really don't understand as to why you guys keep doing this. But like I said, when you're a fanboy, you know no bounds.
Late 2027. Well, yesterday, basically every Xbox leaker has come out and said they're not doing an next gen.
Oh, really?
They're not doing any more hardware. They're not going to be selling any consoles.
Now, was this confirmed by Microsoft themselves or just fanboys on the internet?
Going to sell anything. At this point, at best, Xbox is going to continue to sell some games. They're mostly going to pivot to trying to sell you even more ways to buy Candy Crush. And I wish I was joking. They're going to sell you controllers, but at this point, ego of Phil Spencer, which I feel like we don't see that much publicly, right? But here's the other thing that a lot of people are discussing.
So, now, that is most definitely the best value of game. And the funny thing is, I even went to go search up if that was the same price at my Sam's Club. But I find it so funny that you guys are using this for console war ammunition, because I even found screenshots of where they had the PS5 Pro priced at $500, you know, under the market value of what it should cost. I mean, these are things that Sam's Club does all the time. But for some reason, of course, fanboys like yourself have to make it doom and gloom. Xbox is dead videos. We get it, bro. And we're going to show that. We're going to show that screenshot in this video. This is not the first time Sam's Club has done this, people. And the funny thing is about Cheap Ass Gamer, which, like I said, it's good that his whole thing is to let people know the best value of the best things that are cheap right now that you can pick up. Now, we can't even argue. This is the best value in gaming. I mean, come on, man. $280 for a Series X? I was going to go buy me a new one. Because if it was PlayStation, y'all be like, look, that's Sony trying to push the hardware sales. But when it's Xbox, you're trying to tell me at $280, that is not a bad... That's not a good price for a Series X? What, people ain't supposed to pick one up? Because if it was Microsoft, right, and Sony did it, it'd be different. We all know this, man. But hey, like I said, if you got a Sam's Club and you're paying for a membership and you see one of these consoles there, hey, man, that's a good price. I would recommend picking one up, especially a Series S at $180. Wow. The best value in gaming.
Last week, we got an official announcement from some stores that they're taking stuff.
But see, hold on. It's very misleading because you've showed screenshots. Look, that Series S is the same one, right? I'm looking at it right now. 180, right? Xbox Series X, 279. Now, we don't know when this all happened, but I'm trying to tell you guys that these are just different screens. Like, you guys literally went to go grab screenshots so you could propagate more fanboy content. Y'all like games to explain. Look, how can a Series S be 180 and then the other one is 240? Explain that. Like, I mean, if we're going to choose and pick what's on clearance, I could do the same thing. I actually have screenshots of the PS5 Pro at $500. Like, what are we doing? You get what I'm saying? Like, I just feel like this type of behavior that you guys are pushing out is stupid. That's just me, personally. And hey, if you can pick up a Pro for $500 at Sam's Club, hey, you might as well go ahead and get one. I'm just saying, I don't know how people take these type of aspects and try to make it a negative, but like I said, that's what fanboys do.
Off the shelves, that they're going to basically stop selling Xboxes. You're seeing this more and more and more. Sam's Club has now said it. Some other big box retailers have said it. What's really weird is here on some like EB Games in Australia, when they list the consoles they sell, Xbox is not even on the list of official consoles anymore.
I don't think the Xbox sold well on Australia, at least that I know of. So that would make sense. I mean, the only regions that Microsoft really dominates in is America, right, and the UK a little bit there. I mean, that's like saying, well, the Xbox, you know, they don't have the label of their brand in Japan. I mean, most people in Japan don't really buy Xboxes. I mean, that's just what it is. That's not a got you moment though. That makes no sense. That's like saying, well, nobody plays PlayStation games in China on PS5s. They play them on PCs. I mean, that's how they access these games. That's not even a got you though. That to me is so petty, bro.
Wild. But here is the big announcement. Here's the whole. This is a very, very crucial point. We got a bunch more leaks to go through here. A lot of other people chiming in. A lot of Xbox.
Now, you understand that rumors and leaks is not legitimate information. Now, you can use it as a form of information, but it's not something that's confirmed. Right? Oh my goodness, bro! Like, I mean, you ponies just be eating all this fanboy slop. You run with these narratives, and then you get upset when you're wrong. I mean, it is what it is, man. I mean, you people are ridiculous, bro. Like, I'm gonna have to actually ask you guys to go seek some form of mental therapy, because if this is the type of behavior that you guys are, and I looked it up, what Cheap Ass Gamer and all that, like, he does this with a lot of games. Matter of fact, there's actually quite a few PlayStation exclusives that are 60 to 50% off. Oh, I guess Sony losing the console war. They ain't selling enough. They can't make money off the $70. Bro, come on, man. You know, the whole purpose of what he does is to provide people with the cheapest deals and let people know what's cheap and what you people should grab, which is pretty pro-consumer if you ask me. But of course, fanboys have to take these little screenshots, these narratives to try to push some agenda of something that's actually not going on. Like, it's so stupid. It's like they making up all these things in their head, then they want you people to believe it so you can still continue to stay engaged with the videos. But any real rational person knows, like, what are you talking about? The new hardware has already been confirmed by Sarah Bond. And if something did happen, I can guarantee Microsoft would have came out and told you so. That's all I'm saying. You cannot compare a rumor and leak to something that's actually been confirmed. That's all I'm saying. But I digress.
Leakers, but I do think this, to me, is the nail in the coffin. I do think that gamers are not just smart. Gamers are not just online. I do think that once your stuff starts to go in that bad direction, I do truly believe that people don't like to lose, especially gamers, right? And
what am I losing? I'm just saying. Explain where gamers are losing. If anybody's losing, it's PS5. You guys have waited 5 years for Ghost of Yotei. 6 years for Wolverine. You know, the party's just starting to get started with y'all, and when the PS6 come out, it's going to be another cross-generation device. This is the one thing I don't like about modern gaming. It's this whole cross-generation phase. You know what I'm saying? I just can't stand it. I feel like all we're really doing is just buying better iterations of what we already have. Like I said, you got the Xbox Series XX and you got the PS5, PS4 Pro. That's how I feel with these consoles. I feel like they just optimized versions to things we've already had. That's just how I feel about the situation.
I think that people don't want to be stuck on the losing team. I do think a lot of the reason that these console war...
How am I losing? If anything, all you PlayStation dudes is losing is money. And you've been losing sleep. You guys are trying to find anything to turn this into a W. And the funny thing is, you guys know, like you said, oh, the new Xbox hardware might be announced next year. So this is all just to reflect or project as to what's possibly going to... Because when it happens, are you still going to continue to make these videos? Like you said, this is the final one. It's done. You've said that for 9 to 10. It's done. Xbox is dead, right? So I hope, well, we already know. We hope you don't drop another video on this situation. Because I don't understand how something can be dead and still, for some reason, keep coming back. I mean, it's like Microsoft got 7 Dragon Balls and they just keep resurrecting themselves. It's me, Shenron, from Dragon Game Z. Oh, Xbox, we're going to resurrect you again. Here you go. Like, what? What are we doing, man? Like, tell me what Microsoft is doing so they can keep coming back to Earth. They came back to Earth more than freaking Goku did in Krillin. Like, I mean, come on, man. And Shenron said he could only do it with 3 times, with 3 wishes.
Videos do so well. The reason I've had so much fun talking about Xbox versus PlayStation versus Nintendo for this last 10 years of making videos, I do think the idea of, hey, it's fun to be on the winning team. We've got the best exclusives. We've got the craziest stuff. When people are talking about PC, we got the craziest, biggest graphics. We've got mods. We've got customization. We've got stuff that nobody else has. I feel like as soon as you start to seem like the loser brand, nobody wants to be with you. Nobody wants to be part of the loser brand. And at this point, straight up, Xbox is specifically the loser brand. They don't have any games. They never...
How can you say they don't have games, though? You guys say that you benefit from the same games that are dropping on PlayStation. Because if Xbox had no games, then why are you buying them on PlayStation, though? Is that why y'all upset that Forza Horizon 6 ain't dropping day and date with PlayStation 5 release? Is that what you guys expected? So how is this the loser? Like, explain to me where the loser is, because the person that's playing Xbox is going to be able to play Forza Horizon 6 day and date through a subscription service, and if you want to pay for it, you can do that as well. What's wrong with having more options? I don't understand how you guys call them the losing team, but yet you guys are supporting them single-handedly no matter where you go. PC, you're supporting them. You go on PlayStation, you're supporting them over your own studios. Explain to me where Xbox and Microsoft is the losing team. And if you want to bring money, Microsoft has way more money than you. Oh, well, I guess they won, right? Doesn't, like, what are we doing? Because you guys say that that's not what it's about. It's about the console sales. Well, then why don't you guys still continue that? Then you bring up PlayStation made this amount of money this year, but yet Microsoft is worth way more than your whole company put together, including with Nintendo. So obviously the money ain't the problem, regardless of you say Microsoft loses the most. Like, what are we considering the winning the winning and losing team? Because I can guarantee you, PlayStation would rather be where Microsoft is at with money than the other way around. Understand that Microsoft has trillions of dollars, and the one you're comparing it to only has billions. I'm just saying. But hey, I don't know how these console fanboys, I personally don't care. It really doesn't matter to me, but these are the talking points that these people bring up in regards to the console war.
Game of the year. They never win anything, and at this point, they just don't even care.
Well, I mean, Astra bought one game of the year and it only sold 1.5 million. That means absolutely nothing. I mean, Nintendo games outsell your games 13-1, but yet a lot of their games don't win Game of the Year either. They might get a nomination, but how many times Nintendo games don't get Game of the Year? Like, bro, like that's a stupid claim. Oh, but y'all don't win Game of the Year. And? That don't mean your game is better because you win Game of the Year. That is subjective.
Clear that they're willing to just give up everything for a 1% share price increase of freaking Microsoft stock. According to extremely reliable Xbox leaker Sneaker so new hardware might not actually happen despite what they've already announced.
No, I don't want to hear might not be happening. I want to hear it's not happening at all. That's what I want to hear. Everybody's getting sick and tired of all this fear-mongering. That's all it is. Nobody wants to hear new Xbox hardware might not happen. No, say how you feel. Say it won't happen. So when you say that, people can look back and be like, hold on, you said it wasn't going to happen, but then it did. And then you're going to find something else to say that everybody did and this and this. No, stand 10 toes on it. I'm telling you that the hardware ain't going nowhere. I'm standing on my stances, bruh. It's already been confirmed. Microsoft has confirmed the new hardware. There you go. What proof do you have? Besides rumors and leaks and brain fluid falling out of your head, apparently, because this is what we're going off. We'd rather go based off rumors and leaks than what's already been confirmed by Xbox. And if it does get confirmed by Microsoft, then at least we all know it's been confirmed. No matter how many rumors and leaks that you people have, ain't none of it confirmed. So therefore, it's up in the air. It's up to interpretation of what people want to latch onto, which most fanboys, of course, latch onto the negatives. That's just what it is. That's what y'all do, right? We're going as far to say, hey, man, an Xbox Series S and 180, that's a bad deal. Hey, man, that's a pretty good deal to me.
He says Microsoft is now 100% third party, and the new home of platform will be Xbox Cloud. Oh, my God. Now, I want to take a look at these just collapsed. Discount signs and flight cancellation is the sad thing about Xbox. I don't think they can make a comeback. I don't think that Xbox games are going to be as profitable when they go full third party, just putting the PC directly, putting them on PlayStation directly. But I do hope that some of it still exists. I've never really been a big Forza fan. I think the Forza games are great. I don't know, something about them, they're just not my cup of tea. I like Gran Turismo a bit, but even then, I mean, we get one Gran Turismo over like 5 years or something like that. But I don't know, I'm in a spot where I want the best for Xbox because at this point,
It's been liquidated.
it's about to be just a slaughter. And I hope that some people come out in the green. I hope that they're still able to release some passion projects. Because if they start shutting down id and Double Fine, there's talks of them just eating a bunch of studios that are less profitable or have less production schedules. This is the end. I think empirically...
All right, so we don't want no more videos. So if this is the end, no more videos should be coming out from you. So we should not see another foreseeable Xbox video coming out from this channel. It's done. Like you said, it's done. Everything's over. The hardware got canceled. Microsoft, okay, it's done. So therefore, stop talking about it, right? So it's done. Why are we talking about something that's done? If it's done, if Xbox is dead, like you said, then there's no reason to talk about it. It's over. Like you said, last video, which we already know that ain't the case.
Objectively, measurably, this is the end. Okay. There is no Xbox.
It's done. Okay.
I guess the real focus is
no more videos.
How lazy does PlayStation get? When PlayStation becomes the default next-gen console, how expensive do they make it? How crappy do they make it? How much do they really push our buttons? Guess we're going to find out the hard way.
Well, you know what? Well, we're going to find out something, and it ain't going to be that. Like I said, since we want to talk about liquidation of platforms, let me show you what's going on PlayStation with discounts. What's this? They put it at clearance price. It's a $700 product. Bruh. Do you see what I'm saying? Do you see what I'm saying? What is the point of doing this behavior? Okay, and also, too, you have to pay for a membership. You can't just walk in and get it for that price either. Okay? And we don't know how much those memberships be. But my point stands is the fact that you PlayStation fanboys are some of the most petty people in this community, man. I'm being honest, man. Like, you guys talk about Xbox, you talk about it, but I don't think I've ever seen group of fanboys go to leaps and beyond to the behavior of what you people doing, man. I'm just saying, bro. Look at that. That's $189 discounted. And that's recently, too. Look at that. Look, I can see the date right there. Look at the date. That's recent. Matter of fact, that is when the system came out. Oh, yeah, look at that date. Oh, I guess the PS5 didn't do that well, huh? Didn't it come out last year? Oh, wow. December 10, 2024. Wow. And it was already priced at $500. Well, I guess it didn't sell well, huh? I guess, it's clearance. PlayStation they ain't selling. They mistaking ship for hardware sales. Wow. Can't believe it. $509 for a PS5 Pro. Oh no. Oh, I can't believe it. Yeah, PS5 Pro is glorious. I pay $700-800 for mine now. You know, Airbox is dead, but PS5 Pro ain't dead. 509. Not going in my household. And the funny thing is, I couldn't see the dates of when these things. That could be so old we don't know. But this one's recent, bro. Look at the date. That is recent. And they already cut the Pro down to $200 already. Already at Sam's Club. I'm not saying it's a big deal. To me, this is stupid. This is petty. It doesn't matter. All I'm saying that the behavior of what you people are doing is ridiculous, man. And real gamers, we see right through it. So whatever you guys want to keep saying, but like I said, since y'all said that Xbox is dead, hopefully we don't continue to hear from you guys no more, right? At least that's the angle that y'all putting out there. I find it so funny that you guys completely skipped that. I guess PlayStation ain't selling their software, huh? Look at that. They got deals, 57% off, 57. Look at that. 40%, 57. I guess Sony ain't selling. I guess Sony ain't selling these games too well because they putting 50%. You know, they that's how the software sales must be going up because they dropping the price. You know, I guess PlayStation gamers ain't buying physical media. That's why it's 57% off. I guarantee it. So like I said before, it's not a big deal. If it's discounted like that, by all means, pick one up. I mean, like I said, I just think this behavior is childish, bruh. It is very childish. That's like me going to a store. You know how many times I've seen discounted games and be like, hey guys, look at that. PlayStation must be going down. They ain't selling the game too well. Look at that. I got this game that's priced at $70 for $20. Come on, bruh. I mean, this is ridiculous, man. And if this is y'all way of saying that Xbox is dead, like I said, man, understand that your stance is from a rumor and a leak, and my stance is from something that's already been confirmed. So, I mean, I don't know how you can think that would outweigh something that's been confirmed. But, I mean, I understand that your fanboy agendas that's what you want to happen. But, unfortunately, we know Xbox will be dead again. Probably give it a few days. You're jumping on the bandwagon. And you'll be right back at it. Guarantee that.
Every Xbox leaker has come out and said they're not doing an next-gen. They're not doing any more hardware. They're not going to be selling any consoles. They're not going to sell anything. At this point, at best, Xbox is going to continue to sell some games yesterday. Basically, every Xbox leaker has come out and said they're not doing an next-gen. They're not doing any more hardware. They're not going to be selling any consoles.
Sure that Windows is the #1 platform for gaming. The next generation of Xbox is coming to life, and this is just the beginning. We can't wait to show you what's next. Our vision is for you to play the games you want with the people you want, anywhere you want. That's why we're investing in our next generation hardware lineup.
All right, I'm done. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, like I said, man. But, you know, bye!